Hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. Today, we are just in the game. And there was something a little noteworthy, but I don't know if you guys care, and I don't really care. So it's a weird, like, fucking no one cares, but anyways. Something kind of happened. I'd been holding on to it for a couple days, and I thought, why? Why are you doing this? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's something that's kind of important, it's kind of not. Regardless, side note, we just filmed a video on Razor, and I'm not sure if you guys could tell. I definitely went into the video being like, we'll see what happens. I don't want to be disappointed with my boy being overshadowed by Eula and shit. But then our boy started fucking pulling some numbers I ain't seen before, and I was like, all right, here we go. Yes, this is what we talking about. Oh, I'm sorry, that's so stupid. But anyway, regardless, yeah, Razor's kicking ass, immensely. Yeah, and it feels great. It feels great to play. And also I miss playing my boy Razor. Also, I'm gonna go ahead over here, I'm gonna burn some of this. Boom! We're gonna do some of this. Boom! This, and this. Now that like everyone's already dead already because I figured all the E's in the world. Anyway, bop, bop. Easy. Hey, you fuck, get down there. I need the. Oh, I got Fischl. I can use the range damage. Also, we need to. Also, we're not dealing as much damage as we normally would because I haven't been using our E because I'm terrible. I'm just the worst, the actual worst. And guess what? We have our ult back. And give it that. Boom. Ult's immediately back. Easy peasy. Absolutely disgusts me. Anyways, there's 9,000 damage, man. I don't even have his abilities leveled up. And it's funny because right now, I'll be honest, I'm on a high. I'm on a Razor high. I'm about to go. I was looking at his abilities and I'm gonna level you the fuck up. I'm gonna level you all the way up. But what do you call it? I can't yet because the domain's not available. But I also need to level Fischl, so I don't know. But also I did level Fischl apparently. I had some talents I could use. So yeah. But also I don't know what the best team is for Razor now because again you don't really need super contact with Razor. Like we're dealing like 20,000 damage anyway. We don't need the special bells and whistles. Regardless, you guys might be like, Grin, what was the thing you were talking about a minute ago? Well, my friends, we have gotten to AR 56. For those guys who don't know, the jump to AR 55 to 56 is like 50 times the amount of what you've just been gaining in terms of experience or adventure rank. So it's 200,000 adventure rank to progress in past 55. So right here, we did the things. That's not what I was meant to do. This is the thing I was meant to do. I did it. And we're gonna go over here. So yes, adventure rank 56. Give me my one generic wish. Generous. And my two, whatever it's called, fragile resin. I know, massive, incredible, not depressing and sad at all. But the fragile resin, though, I'm slowly but surely creeping up on my reserve again. So when Inazuma drops, boom, we can get right after it. Also, do you guys want to see this? Look at this. Look at this. Right here, ready? Boom. I don't even know what I want. Wait, it's not an RNG thing. Okay. Oh fuck. Let me see. Hey guys, by the way, this is a video that shouldn't exist. It has no value, and it's just to hang out with your boy and talk about anything and everything Genshin. Which, you know, we've already done on streams. So someone say, what? Also, by the way, your boy's holding on to 7 crowns because he can't make decisions. Anyways, don't look at me. I want everybody and none of them at all. Yeah, I think we want claymores because I don't know if we'll get better. Honestly, I probably don't want any more claymores. We already got 5, so we're already able to perfectly make a bow for our one girl if they give us a decent bow in Inazuma, which we already have one of the bows, which are pretty leveled up. I guess we'll just go with a claymore, because yeah, I don't know, just we have the least amount of claymores, which is not the greatest reason, but you know, I could save it. Nah, just get claymore. I regret everything. Anyways, give me a critical crown. Fuck, okay, fine. Jesus. Oh, also, did you guys see what happened with Elemental Mastery, man? That shit surprised me. Fucking Christ. Oh, I keep going down. It's my fault. Anyways. Apparently, with the whole Elemental Mastery buff and also the buffs to Swirl, Venti is cracked, but you build Venti for now Elemental Mastery because it just scales so hard with Swirl. So apparently that's the new meta for Venti, which is interesting. So you don't want attack percent or anything like that. You want Elemental Mastery, and maybe a crit rate, just so that you are critting for whatever damage you are dealing, which is going to be massive considering it is elemental in nature. But I've also heard people say that you don't even do that. You just go critical rate, you guessed it, critical rate, and then Venti is perfectly signed, sealed, delivered, built, which is... I don't know. I kind of want to see more data on that, because it seems a little sketchy to just go completely into Elemental Mastery. Also, of course, your boy is like, who will ever need Elemental Mastery because it sucks ass? And then those fuckers buff the shit out of it, and you're like, guess we're farming the Veritas and Veneer set again. Feels good, because you still want the Animo debuff to Swirl and shit, because that's hella valuable. Also, hey, this is just, again, since this video doesn't exist, basically, hey, I've been thinking in my little noggin, great, always self-destructive, anyways, regardless. So you know how Yomi or Yome, or whatever her name is, Yomi, that's not how you say it, that's just how I say it. She looks incredible, but I was thinking about who she would work with, and guys, let me know what you guys think, but I'm thinking Venti and maybe Fischl, just because Fischl, with one of her constellations, he calls down a lightning strike if you deal electro damage or something or other, so that in combination with Venti alt and her, because you could use her for like Venti alt plus her like charge attack and just fuck shit up, or use her like blitzkrieg attack where you're just shooting a bunch of explosive arrows, which could also work with her E. But what would definitely work is use Venti, will apply an element to at least one of them, which probably is going to be the case anyway, and then use Venti's alt, switch back to her, use her alt, because the way her alt weirdly works, Yomi's, is you put your like firework on one of the enemies and they start like sizzling, and your damage as Yomi doesn't deal any amplified damage, but any other character other than her does. And if Razor scales incredibly well with that kind of elemental like reactions and swirling and happening, and if your swirl turns into a fire and a what is it called? A fire and a swirl pit, so it just constantly swirling and constantly applying a fire dot and swirling that fire over and over and over again. If you build Venti for high elemental mastery, you'll be able to smash shit, and it will work on the downtime of Yome. So you'll use Venti's alt, you'll switch to Yome, use her alt, and then just basic or charge attack at Venti's alt, because Venti's alt's going to be spewing out. Or you could switch to a Fischl, pop out a Fischl, that way she's hitting the enemies, it's taking a bunch more damage. Did I mention that, by the way? So Yomi's alt is that whoever is hit by the alt takes amplified damage by a lot. But it also cycles to the next person if there's still cooldown. So if an enemy dies, it cycles to the next person that's closest to them, I believe, and they take more amplified damage. So this works out perfectly for Venti, who sucks up everybody and constantly is dealing damage to them. And if you constantly are throwing in random other elements, all of those modifications are being buffed. And if you build Venti for elemental mastery, then you're just going to be seeing stupid big numbers, especially if enemies are weakened like they're going to be. And if you wanted, you could still play her that way. You could still play a Yome as this kind of like support kind of character, or you could just stay, or you could switch off, or you could just keep plucking heavy charge hit arrows while your E's on cooldown and fuck shit up when the enemies are all clumped up together, which could be huge as well. I think I just don't know who to couple with Yome, who would be the best. I think it's the team I'm looking at right now is Venti's super valuable. Shincho is incredibly valuable because of Vaporize, right? And then Yome, and then there's one other character. We could choose Bennett for amplified damage and also Pyro Resonance. That could be really good. And you could just turn Shincho into just complete DPS base. You don't have to give him that much healing support. Or you could go with Fischl and just constantly dealing that electro damage, which could be really good again because Fischl has that built-in perk, which I don't think it scales too well, which that was why I don't think it's too good, but it's, yeah. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so your main character has a trigger or an electro reaction. Seeing a bunch of enemies just get smashed with Fischl's essentially electricity would be good, although I don't think that works. I don't know how this works entirely, but I don't think that's how, maybe that wouldn't work. Because I think you need to be like the electro person triggering the electro, which I don't think Venti would count because it's not your current activated character triggering the electro, so I don't think that would work. Regardless, yeah, maybe not Fischl then, maybe Bennett. So, preparation-wise, Bennett's got to get leveled up, and Venti's got to get leveled up. Hey guys, let's go level up Venti. Anyway, this is how things work in this game, at least for me, a psychopath, a crazy man. Also, oh Venti, I apologize, my guy, I need to level up your shit. In fact, I can level you up like a lot, which is kind of fucking wild that I haven't, and I'm sorry that I'm like this, but regardless, sure, here you go now. I know it's moment's gone, all that, but still. I could also just level you up to 90, because you're well worth it, but we'll see, Venti, let's not get crazy ahead of ourselves, alright? Jeez. Let's go get the Viridescent Veneer, whatever set, or maybe we should get books for you. No, we can always get books later. Let's try to get the Elemental Mastery on every single front and get a good version of it. God, this is going to be our next 2 months. Shit. The bad news is that I can't build for Yomi. Yomi has a special new artifact that's coming in Azuma. I know, spoilers, this video doesn't exist. I know what you're talking about. Yomi, there's a new artifact set in Azuma where, okay, so how it works is whenever you use your E, with this artifact set on, it's going to buff the shit out of your normal attack, but it is going to take, I think, 20% of your alt cost. So you're going to lose your ability to use your alt, but I think Yomi is going to be able to generate more particles at some point. So she's going to be able to like reclaim the loss, the 20% loss quite easily. And if not, Bennett exists, and Bennett has the slowest or the lowest cooldown for the most amount of gain for his E possible, so he should be taken care of. Let's not use Fischl. Fischl's good, but she's not crazy. Let's use Zhongli just for safety. Also, we're getting physical damage buff in this domain, so do not be fooled. So the artifact set to me really works with Yomi. Doesn't really work with like Razor as much, I don't think. Because Razor and Eula both want their alt to some extent, especially Razor. Also, we are weak AF. Let's try to make sure we shield up with Zhongli. Also, we'll do one of these, just so that we have our artifact set popping off at a certain point. Let's also do. Oh, you fuckers! Why do you always freeze me? We'll do this. We'll do this. Probably don't have enough time between our things, but still. Oh, he's gonna do some shit. He's gonna do some shit. Fucking let's pop off. I should use my charge attack. I'm the worst. Oh, she's one of the one people. Again, we gotta keep using our E. I keep forgetting because our E is the key to all of our damage, basically. Again, physical damage, physical damage. Hey, guess what? Nah, stop it. Stop it. Enough of this shit. Oh, she has a thing. Guess what? Physical or elemental resistance, baby. I forgot Razor had that. Bop! Get down! Get off me! All that. Ooh, heal Razor, please. Shit. Do more of this too. Anyways, let's see what we get. Ooh, is this attack percent defense? But it's not a bad attack. Actually, it is. It's not great. Anyway, how you guys been enjoying Genshin? I'll be honest. I'm on a high right now because I just found out the Razor is like great, and also I have more to invest in him, and I can make him even better. And I think it's kind of cemented me being like, I love Eula. I use Eula, but it's like fate pushed me in this direction. All right, all right. Let's get real biblical. All right. Because I can't invest anymore in Eula, because Eula and Yomi have the same upgrade material, the horns from Azdaha, that means I can't level her up anymore until I know which one I like more. But who I can level up and who I have everything for, basically, is Razor, my first love. So let's go back and take care of our boy. Alright? Some of this, some of this, some of this, some of this, Razor business. All the no, I fucking missed. Apparently, you shitting me, really? Anyways, we're gonna do one of these. Cycle back to some of this. Can't believe we dodged that shit. We're the best. We're also gonna do this just because I hate the one. This lady, she's the worst. We're also gonna do this to get our more crit rate. We're gonna pop off with Razor. We're gonna hit once with this. Boom! I missed. Wow, you are like dodging like I can't even comprehend. It's wild. Also, you can hit me all you want because Zhong Li's here, and Zhong Li's gonna rip your goddamn throat out. Okay. Also, I need to keep using our ear, or else it's all gonna go to shit. 24,000 damage, my dudes. 24,000. What is happening? Boom. We're able to do 30,000, my guys. I can't. Okay. It's gonna be wild. I stirred my coffee, didn't have any of it. Please tell me I didn't spill coffee on my fucking whitest shirt I have. Panic. Ugh, that's alright. This, we don't want it because we need the well, we can at least have one of them not being the right one, right? Elemental mastery, elemental nothing. Oh, I bet you can get some stupid elemental mastery too, because you can get elemental mastery in your substat as well. I should have kept one of the things. We can just go a different way to figure it out. We can get like there's a weapon that basically gets you elemental mastery. Where did he die? No, he's just stuck. He's just, is that a fake you? I don't know what the hell's happening. 20,000 damage, easy. I do that all the time. This is my life. Anyways, this. Stop hitting the fucking flies, Razor. Jesus Christ. I get it. You don't like bugs. Me neither. But Jesus, stop it. Stop it. Well, you want to hit me? Guess what? Razor is resistant to everything in this. Not really, just elemental, I think. But he does have a lower interruption cost, which is dope. Some of this, some of this, some of this. Give me a minute. This, and hit. And hit, and hit, and 14,000 like it's nothing. Nothing! Ooh, maybe we may split the difference, get some of the stuff in here. This one has elemental mastery. We get to maybe have the best of both worlds. Come on, elemental mastery. Never said that before in my life. Hate that I did. Regardless. If it also went to crit damage, like crit rate or crit damage would probably be best actually, because again, it's more it's elemental mastery, which is the thing that's crazy because it scales up the multipliers of the damage, and Venti has never been a DPS kind of thing. He's always been a CC, so he pulls in enemies, and he also applies an absolute boatload of swirl. So that's why people are saying don't build him DPS wise, just build him swirl or elemental mastery, and you'll amplify every other character that you are building for damage, and Venti's swirl will also hit like a truck because it is a part of elemental mastery and etc. Also, any element, every character does element, especially like Razors and like Yome, the new fire archer that's coming. So yeah, theoretically it'll be good. Rough. 1 and 2 defense. Feels bad. 14 critical damage, not good. Not very good, but that's all we have, and I believe that's actually astonishingly better than what I actually had beforehand. Outside of like the consistent crit rate thing, yeah, no, that's much better. Just because of the crit damage as attack percent, like gross. No, I didn't see how many more we had. I know we can do one more run, but I think we're good. I think we're good. I'll probably save the rest because I don't want to spend it on something else. Because I also want to level up Venti as a whole, which I may actually be able to do. Let's do one more because we have one more condensed resin. I didn't even look what we got there. Again, this is more of a thing where like I farm, burn my resin for 2 days, and I look back at what I got. And it's usually depressing because it's been 2 days and I've got nothing. But anyways, it is simply what it is. God damn it, why does it do? Oh right, because they got me. They got me. Think you can hide from me? You can hide from me? What do you think this is? Can't run from death, can't run from this wolf coming at your ass. What do you want? Boom, 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 boom. Where you going? Where'd you go? God damn you, I hate them teleporting so much. Do one of these. Do one of these. Decrease some shit. Hey, guess what? I have other characters, which you can't even really play with. Because, yeah, 30,000 damage, nothing crazy. I also need to level up Zhong Li. And hit. Really? Wow, 20,000 did nothing to you. Brutal. Show me the elemental man. It still feels weird saying it. Not right. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, you have just watched nothing. Which, you know, some would argue most of the videos, but regardless, okay? Thank you so much for putting out with me my rambles about my current status within Genshin. I know there are updates happening probably by the time this gets uploaded. There are things in the ethos, but I'm not really partial to any of that, to be honest. Right now, I'm in the mindset of found out that Venti can be cracked, and most other characters can be cracked with Elemental Mastery, as well as my thoughts on Yome and how I'm thinking about building a team for her. Again, Shincho, kind of already built, solid. Venti, got him, should be fucking amazing with her, especially if he has Elemental Mastery. Just because, what do you call it, fire and swirl, constantly applying a swirl, seems good generally speaking. Not only that, but it weakens enemies to whatever element, like fire, and Yomi is a ranged character, so she can hit enemies in the air where Venti is. So that should work out really well. Or where Venti's sucking them, sorry. And also he deals so many like tiny slash damages that the swirl in combination with the fire and whatever I add to it, like the vaporize essentially happening at the same time, should make the Elemental Mastery detonation like crazy. But we'll see. Maybe that all doesn't really pan out. That doesn't, like, the math doesn't check out. Could happen. Potentially. We'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think about Yome. Let me know what you guys think about Venti and the changes to Elemental Mastery and the reactions in the game. And let me know what you also think about Razor. Him being is my goal to level him up with outside of Eula, because I'm planning on also getting Yome. And I want to see which one I fall in love with more, even though I love them both and I think they're great. But I think I kind of need a ranged character and whatnot. But we'll see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. Appreciate you, anyone, for putting up with this kind of video, frankly, because it's one of those ones where I try to make videos that are like valuable. They can offer you something, can show you something that I could potentially be interesting, or could be interesting to you, so to speak. And sometimes you're just like, you know what? I just want to poke your guys' brain about some stuff. That's not the right phrase. Anyways, thank you for your time. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.